The global race to vaccinate against COVID-19 marked a turning point in the pandemic. It was a monumental effort, mobilizing resources and expertise from around the world to develop, test, and distribute vaccines in record time. The urgency of the situation brought together governments, pharmaceutical companies, and healthcare professionals in an unprecedented collaboration. Vaccines offered a shield, a way back to normalcy. They became a beacon of hope, promising to restore the freedoms and social interactions that had been curtailed by lockdowns and restrictions. Families reunited, friends gathered, and communities began to heal from the isolation and fear that had gripped them for so long. Yet, amidst the celebration, a shadow of doubt emerged. As the vaccination campaigns rolled out, reports of adverse effects started to trickle in. These reports, though relatively few in number, began to sow seeds of uncertainty and concern among the public. Reports of adverse effects, some severe, began to surface. Individuals shared their experiences of unexpected reactions, ranging from mild symptoms like rashes to more serious conditions. These stories, amplified by social media and news outlets, caught the attention of many and raised questions about the safety of the vaccines. While these instances are rare, they sparked concern and ignited a debate about vaccine safety. The medical community found itself in a challenging position, needing to address these concerns while continuing to advocate for widespread vaccination as the best defense against the virus. The situation in the UK, where 17,000 individuals have come forward with claims of vaccine injuries or even deaths, underscores the complexities of this issue. These claims have led to public inquiries and press conferences where officials and experts attempt to provide clarity and reassurance. Understanding the truth about vaccine injuries is paramount. Researchers and healthcare professionals are diligently analyzing data, reviewing case files, and conducting studies to determine the causes and prevalence of these adverse effects. Their goal is to ensure that the benefits of vaccination far outweigh the risks. It's not about fueling fear, but about transparency and ensuring the well-being of all. Open discussions and transparent reporting are essential to maintaining public trust. People need to feel confident that their health and safety are the top priorities. This delicate balance between the undeniable benefits of vaccination and the potential for harm lies at the heart of this critical discussion. It's a complex issue that requires careful consideration of both the scientific evidence and the personal experiences of those affected. This essay delves into the issue of COVID-19 vaccine injuries, examining government data, scientific findings, and personal stories. By exploring these different perspectives, we aim to provide a comprehensive understanding of the situation. We'll explore the controversy surrounding the UK's vaccine damage payment scheme and consider the implications for public health and future vaccine confidence. This scheme, designed to provide compensation to those who have suffered severe adverse effects, has been both praised and criticized. Our aim is to provide a balanced perspective, acknowledging both the life-saving power of vaccines and the need to address the concerns of those who believe they've been harmed. It's about finding common ground and working towards solutions that benefit everyone. This is a conversation that demands our attention. It's a dialogue that involves not just healthcare professionals and policymakers, but also the public. Everyone's voice matters in this ongoing discussion. It's about listening to those who feel their voices haven't been heard and working together to ensure that vaccination programs prioritize safety and accountability. By addressing these concerns head-on, we can build a stronger, more resilient public health system. Ultimately, it's about fostering trust in medicine and safeguarding public health for generations to come. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful public health initiative, and by being transparent and responsive, we can ensure that trust is maintained and strengthened. The UK government's data paints a stark picture. The numbers are not just statistics. They represent real people and real lives affected by the pandemic and its aftermath. Over 17,000 claims alleging injuries or deaths related to COVID-19 vaccines have been filed. These claims come from individuals who believe they have suffered severe adverse effects following their vaccination. This number represents a small fraction of the millions vaccinated. Yet it raises important questions. How do we balance the undeniable benefits of mass vaccination with the need to address the concerns of those who feel they have been harmed? The Vaccine Damage Payment Scheme, designed to compensate individuals severely injured by vaccines, has only approved a handful of these claims. This has led to frustration and a sense of injustice among those whose claims have been denied. This discrepancy between claims and approved compensations has fueled public distrust. People are questioning the fairness and transparency of the system, wondering if their voices are truly being heard. Critics argue that the VDPS is too restrictive, making it difficult for those injured to receive financial support. They point to the stringent criteria and the lengthy, often opaque assessment process as significant barriers. The government, however, maintains that the scheme is fair and that each claim is rigorously assessed. Officials argue that the thorough evaluation process is necessary to ensure that only genuine cases receive compensation. This statistical tug-of-war highlights the challenges in navigating vaccine injury claims. On one side, there is the need to protect public health and maintain confidence in vaccination programs. On the other, there is the imperative to support and compensate those who have suffered genuine harm. Determining causality, the direct link between a vaccine and an adverse event, is complex. It requires meticulous investigation and robust scientific evidence to establish a clear connection. Factors such as pre-existing conditions and the possibility of unrelated illnesses further complicate the process. Each case is unique, and the interplay of various health factors must be carefully considered. The debate over the VDPS underscores the need for transparency and clarity. Open communication and a willingness to listen to affected individuals are crucial in addressing these concerns. Clearer communication about the scheme's criteria and a more efficient claims process could help rebuild public trust. Simplifying the application process and providing detailed explanations for decisions could alleviate some of the frustration felt by claimants. Furthermore, ongoing research is crucial to better understand the long-term effects of COVID-19 vaccines and ensure that any potential risks are identified and addressed. Continuous monitoring and updating of safety data will help in making informed decisions and maintaining public confidence in vaccination programs. Engaging with the community and providing education about vaccines and their safety profiles can also play a significant role in addressing concerns. Building a dialogue based on trust and transparency is essential for the success of public health initiatives. Ultimately, the goal is to create a system that is fair, transparent, and responsive to the needs of all individuals. By addressing the compensation conundrum head-on, the government can work towards restoring faith in the vaccination process and ensuring that everyone feels supported and heard. Adding another layer of complexity to the conversation is the emergence of what some researchers are calling post-vaccination syndrome. This term has been coined to describe a set of symptoms that some individuals report experiencing after receiving their COVID-19 vaccines. The phenomenon has sparked a significant amount of interest and concern within the medical community, as well as among the general public. This cluster of symptoms, identified by researchers at Yale University, has been reported by some individuals after receiving COVID-19 vaccines. These symptoms can range from mild to severe and can appear days or even weeks after vaccination. The researchers at Yale have been at the forefront of investigating these reports, aiming to understand the underlying causes and potential implications. While not yet officially recognized as a distinct medical condition, the potential existence of post-vaccination syndrome warrants careful investigation. The medical community is approaching this with a sense of urgency, given the widespread administration of COVID-19 vaccines globally. Understanding whether these symptoms are directly related to the vaccine or if they are coincidental occurrences is a key focus of ongoing research. Symptoms associated with this syndrome vary, but often include fatigue, muscle pain, brain fog, and neurological issues. These symptoms can significantly impact an individual's quality of life, making it essential to identify effective management and treatment strategies. Some individuals have reported that these symptoms persist for weeks or even months, adding to the complexity of the condition. The underlying mechanisms are not yet fully understood, but some scientists believe they may involve an autoimmune response triggered by the vaccine. This hypothesis is based on the observation that the immune system, in some cases, may react excessively to the vaccine, leading to inflammation and other symptoms. Researchers are also exploring other potential mechanisms, including genetic predispositions and environmental factors. This research is still in its early stages, and more studies are needed to confirm the existence of post-vaccination syndrome, determine its prevalence, and identify potential risk factors. Large-scale epidemiological studies and clinical trials are being planned to gather more data. Collaboration between international research institutions is also crucial to accelerate the understanding of this condition. It's important to note that not everyone who experiences these symptoms after vaccination has this syndrome, and other underlying medical conditions need to be ruled out. Differential diagnosis is a critical step in ensuring that patients receive the correct treatment. Healthcare providers are advised to take a comprehensive medical history and consider all possible causes of the symptoms. The emergence of post-vaccination syndrome highlights the importance of ongoing monitoring and research on vaccine safety. Continuous surveillance systems are in place to track adverse events and ensure that vaccines remain safe for the public. Transparency in reporting and addressing these issues is vital for maintaining public confidence in vaccination programs. Openly acknowledging and investigating these reports rather than dismissing them is crucial to building public trust and ensuring that those who may be experiencing adverse effects receive appropriate care. By fostering an environment of open communication and rigorous scientific inquiry, we can better understand and address the complexities of post-vaccination syndrome, ultimately leading to improved health outcomes for all. Behind the statistics are real people whose lives have been upended by suspected vaccine injuries. Neil Miller, a previously healthy individual, claims to have developed a debilitating neurological condition after receiving the AstraZeneca vaccine. His story, shared widely in the media, has resonated with others who believe they've experienced similar adverse effects. Lisa Shaw, a beloved BBC presenter, tragically passed away from a brain hemorrhage weeks after receiving the AstraZeneca vaccine. While the UK's medical regulator concluded that her death was very rare, her case fueled public concern about the vaccine's safety. These stories, though heartbreaking, are essential reminders of the human cost of this issue. They underscore the importance of empathy and understanding when discussing vaccine injuries. Dismissing these experiences as anecdotal or downplaying their significance does a disservice to those who are suffering. Listening to and learning from the experiences of individuals like Neil Miller and Lisa Shaw is crucial. Their stories can provide valuable insights into the potential adverse effects of vaccines and guide future research and treatment efforts. It's about recognizing that behind every statistic is a human life, and every life deserves